Yeah, sir. There is no power in my device. Also, there is no power in my house. So,
Oh, okay. Fine, fine, fine. So yesterday afternoon, we spoke about schools. What is the school? What is the methods we have on schools? So I hope all of you understand that the school and and now we will discuss about object-oriented programming in JavaScript. So I hope I am audible to everyone. Yeah, all right. We are discussing about object-oriented. So let's try to understand what is object-oriented programming, how it helps to develop the applications, and what are the features of object-oriented programming. And by using object-oriented programming, what kind of applications we can develop. And if there is no object-oriented programming, then what kind of applications we can develop and what kind of applications we cannot develop. These are the basic things we should understand if we're going to start object-oriented programming. So basically, the programming, the entire programming paradigm is divided into two types. You know very well. The first one is called as a procedure-oriented programming. Procedure-oriented programming. And coming to this procedure-oriented programming is also called as a POP, P-O-P, POP. And coming to the second one, that is what this one, object-oriented. It is also called as so here, what is this procedure oriented? What is this object oriented? What is the difference between both? That we will try to analyze first and try to take some examples to analyze and let us understand this concept first. So basically, if you take any kind of programming language or any type of this scripting language, basically here we have two types. One is a procedure oriented, the one is a object oriented. So let us try to understand what is procedure oriented and what is object oriented. I hope all of you are aware of C programming, right? So C is a programming language. So by using this programming language, or by using this C language, what we can do? By using C language, we can develop the procedure oriented application, not object oriented application. So in the beginning of this apprenticeship classes, I told you about the program difference between procedure oriented and object oriented. Even I would like to mention the same concept here also. So what is procedure oriented? For example, if your application working on a procedure but not on data storing, but not on accessing data, then it is called as a procedure oriented. So in the procedure oriented program, So where, for example, what is a procedure-oriented programming in detail? Let us try to understand. So procedure-oriented, I'll give you some example of procedure-oriented programming. The simple example is that, for example, in our local buses here in Modugudri, in Mangalore, in local buses, we take the printed tickets from the conductor side. So in order to issue the ticket, they are using some ticket vending machine. In that ticket vending machine, we have some software in order to get the tickets. So there they are using the procedure-oriented programming. How can we say that they are using procedure-oriented programming? Why we cannot say that they are using programming? When they are issuing the ticket to any passenger, they are not collecting any data from the passenger, like what is the name of the passenger, what is the gender of the passenger, what is the age of the passenger, and these kind, what is the email ID, phone number, or Aadhaar card. So like that, they are not taking any kind of data from the passenger. So without they are taking the from and to, that is what simply bring the value. The same from maybe having two other passengers to the same location, other passengers also will travel. That is not related to the passenger. What is related to the passenger? Name of the passenger, address of the passenger, mobile number of the passenger. These are the things which are related to the passenger. They are not collecting any data from that particular passenger. So it is not at all called as a procedure. Sorry, it is not at all called as a object oriented program. It is called as a procedure oriented program. Where they have written some procedure. What is the procedure? If I use some two and three inputs like 1, 2, and number of passengers, you have to calculate the ticket for the passenger. You calculate the ticket, print the ticket. That's the procedure they have written. So according to the procedure, that application is going to be. So that is called as a procedure-oriented application. In order to develop such kind of procedure-oriented application, we need procedure-oriented programming languages like C. Understand? But let me give you one object-oriented programming language or one object-oriented language. So we know very well that when we are traveling from one city to another city in the same city or in the other city to other city, we use the private bus tickets to web applications are there. Red bus is there, famous Red bus, Abhi bus. So these are the platforms where web applications provide interface to give the tickets. In such a case, is it possible to get tickets without participation in the bus application or red bus application? For example, I am asking whether it is possible to book a ticket as a guest box. Without giving your user ID, without giving your mobile number, or without giving your email ID, without giving your password, without signing up, is it possible to book a ticket in a red bus application or this bus application? Tell me, is it possible? That is not even possible. Sorry. So, when it is not possible means they are taking your credentials, they are taking your information, they are taking your data, and you are going to be called as an object. So every customer, every passenger of Abhi bus or red bus is going to be called as an object. So now what we have to do, what we will do, we will sign up in the company. While we are signing up, that may ask you to give your details. Like what are the details? That may ask you to enter your name. That may ask you to enter your mobile number. That may ask you to enter your email ID. That may ask you to select your gender. That may ask you to sometimes age also. So these are the basic data we are collecting from you in order to identify who you are. So when we are entering this structured data and we are signing up, we are listing other things. Then what will happen? One object is going to be one new object is going to be. So whenever you are signing, whenever you are logging then when you are booking some ticket, you may book a ticket for yourself, you may book ticket for some other person also. But who are booking the ticket? You are booking the ticket. So here easily can identify who is the person booking the ticket. So in such a way, there you need to give user data. That's the reason why it is not at all called as a user-oriented programming. It is called as so in such a way, in order to achieve that, in order to write a code, in order to write a code for the object-oriented problem, we can use Java programming, we can use Python if it is a standard application. If it is a web application, we should use the Java. So these are the example things we can remember when we need to develop a object-oriented application. So not only this Windows application, not only this Windows application. If you take any online e-commerce, maybe Zomato, maybe Swiggy, maybe Flipkart, maybe Amazon, maybe Meesho, whatever the web application or e-commerce application you take, in each and every web application you need to sign up. Until unless you need to sign up, you cannot access that particular information from the web application. So there, when you are signing up, means you are creating an object for yourself. So that is developed by object-oriented programming concepts. Understandable? But if you see, I'll give one more example. If you see your college website, you have your college website. So if you see your college website, in general, it is mandatory to open a college website. Not necessarily. So basically, no need to create an object when we are visiting our college website. So that will come under the procedure-oriented programming part. That means there we no need to implement the object-oriented part. So far we developed some applications like calculator, converters, so many things we developed. Everywhere we are not storing any user data. That comes under the procedure-oriented. But whenever we need to store the data of the user, data of the customer, data of the passenger, then what we have to do, we have to implement the object-oriented programming in our web application. So what is object-oriented programming? Here we can store object data, and we will work on the object data, not only on the procedure, but also work on the object data. That is what object-oriented programming. So, what are the advantages we have with object-oriented programming? So, if you consider the advantages of object-oriented programming, we can develop applications like web applications which are object-based. So that will allow us to have more number of customers, more number of passengers, more number of users in order to interact with our web application. What will happen if you don't implement the object-oriented programming concept in our web application? Then automatically it will not interact with every user individually. It will not interact with every user individually. That's a problem we are going to face. I'll tell you one more simple example to understand this particular point. For example, you may open Flipkart, your friend also will open Flipkart. When two people are opening the same application, but the suggestions, whatever the suggestions you get for any kind of product, it may be cosmetics, whatever the suggestions you may get for yourself, and your friends may get for your friends. Both are not cultural, both are different to each other. Whether you are using the same application from the same location, but even depends upon your interest, depends upon your habits, depends upon your rights, that data content is going to run. So in such a way, by using the object-oriented program, we can use the data which is relevant to user. Otherwise, if there is no object program, then we cannot identify the user first of all. We cannot identify who is the user. When we cannot identify the user, then we cannot provide the relevant data. So if you open your YouTube homepage, your friend will open your YouTube homepage, but both the homepages cannot be same. Both the homepages cannot be same. Why? Because that page will be designed to make upon the user interaction. That's the reason why whenever we need to interact with the user, it is mandatory to implement the object-oriented programming. That's why we use object-oriented programming. So that's what about the advantages of object-oriented programming. Let us discuss about what are the features of object-oriented programming. That means what kind of things we can do by using this object-oriented programming. Very simple. By using the object-oriented programming, we can write class, we can write object for the class. Next, we can implement the data encapsulation. After data encapsulation, we can implement the data abstraction. We can implement the inheritance concept. After this, we can implement the polymorphism. These are all the comes under the features of object-oriented programming. These are the main features of object-oriented programming. So, without using the class, we cannot implement any one of these particular features of object-oriented programming. When we have a class, in our web application, you need some object. Without a class, we cannot create an object. And when we have a class, when we need to create object, when we have class and object both, then we can use encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, as well as polymorphism. So these are the basic features we are going to implement in the web application by using the object-oriented programming. So let us see individually what is class, what is what is a class, what is object, how to write a class, and how to create an object for the class, what kind of and what is encapsulation, what is abstraction, what is inheritance, what is polymorphism. So, first of all, what is a class? Say that. JavaScript program. So, what we are calling it is a blueprint of JavaScript program, or why we are calling it not only JavaScript but also consider the class in Java programming or Python programming or programming. The class may contain the same definition. The definition is a blueprint of why we are calling it a blueprint? Because you have a house actually. You have a house. There is a house, and along with the house, you have the blueprint of the house in your hand. So by seeing the house, can you understand clearly from the outside, or by seeing the blueprint of the house, can you understand clearly? By seeing the house from the outside, you can understand what is inside it, what kind of partitions are there, how many floors are there, what are the things are there, but you cannot understand by seeing the house from the outside. But when you see the blueprint, then you can understand easily what are the things are there in the house, how many floors are there, what are the partitions are there, where is the bathroom, where is the kitchen, where is the bedroom, what is the dimensions of the bedroom. Each and every parameter comes to know by using just blueprint. So in it as a blueprint of JavaScript. So here, whenever we like to write down the class in the JavaScript, we have a syntax. First, we write the code later. Just to I'm not sure what the syntax. So in the JavaScript, whenever we need to write down the class, we will follow the syntax. What is the syntax we need to follow? Write down the class first. After writing the class, we should write down the class name. So please try to understand. Here, this word is there, class is there. This class will be written in a lower case letter. Because this word is there. Class but of course, class is one of the three programming. So here also, class is an object oriented keyword in Java. Not write down the capital letter. Just we should write down the class in a lower case. And after that, here we have a class name. So this class name is a user defined identifier. That means you as a user, you can create your own name. You can add an ABC, you can add an XYZ, you can add an PQR, you can add an anything as a name, user defined identifier. But you should keep in mind that the class name should always start with the uppercase letter and it should not start with a digit. It should not start with a digit, it should start with the uppercase letter. So these are the 2 points you can remember. You should remember whenever we are writing the class. So after the class name, after writing the class name, you can go write what is the class name is. After writing the class, you can then you can have the class definition. So what is this class definition? Means that what kind of operation you are expecting to perform. What kind of things you are expecting to perform in the class. Those are called as class definition. So class definition may contain the class variables as well as class functions. So in such a way we can create the class. Understand? Let me give you some example how class looks like. So here I'm writing some example. So I'm writing class here, keyword, class keyword. After writing the class keyword, we should write the class name. So what is my class name? My class name is something A, my class name. You can write down anything as a class name, but please do remember class name. After writing the class ABC, then what we have to do? We have to write down some variables. Of course, it depends. If you require some variables, you can write down variables. Otherwise, you can write down the functions. So when we are now, for example, I am writing the function like this, print the text function. So in this print the text function, I'm opening the print the text function here, and then I'm writing some statement like whatever the statement right and here I'm writing some text. These inside of class. So this is the text I written here. After that, I'm writing one more document order. So here just the text I'm writing the function. So that's why I'm writing like this. From class and finally I'm closing the function here. To close the function, I'm using the curly brace. And finally I'm closing the class here. So now by seeing this class, you can try to understand what is this class. This class is some text. So by seeing the class, the program is not easy to focus right on. But even by seeing this class, or by seeing this class, we can come to know that this is the class, which is that's it. Just like that, we can write down the class in order to define what are the operations we are expecting to perform by the class. Understand? So that's a simple way we will apply, we will use in order to write down the class. So in a single class, we can write down any number of functions. Here what is the function we are writing? We are writing a function called print text. Not only print text, but we can write down any number of functions inside of a single class. more important point what you should understand. We already discussed about the functions. See, we are already discussed about functions in the previous classes. When we are writing a function, user-defined function, we are using a keyword called function. But when we are writing the function in a class, we are not using any keyword called function here. We are not using any keyword called function here. Why? Because text is not a user-defined function. Class function. When you are writing a function inside of any class, you don't need to write keyword called function. Without using a function, you can write user-defined functions inside of a class. So, when you are writing a JavaScript, you can write only user-defined functions as well as you can write a class or there is no need like if you are writing a user-defined function, you should not write a class, or if you are writing a class, you should not write a user-defined function. There is no rule like that. And in a single JavaScript program, depends upon the program requirement. If you wish, you can write a user-defined function. If you wish, you can write a class also. No problem. But in order to define it as a user-defined function, we have to write keyword function before that function. But in order to define it as a class function, we should write down the function instead of the class as well as we should not mention the function so that it will become the class function. So that is the things we should take care when we are writing about the function. And moreover, here we are writing some function called the print function. This print function which is written inside of the class cannot execute automatically until unless you call this function, the function cannot be executed. So generally, we know that this function also, user-defined function also, this user-defined function also cannot be executed automatically. You need some function calling. So by using one click button or by using some submit button or click property, we are calling this function and we are executing this operation. Then how to execute this class function? So when you are executing the user-defined function, simply we can write a function. We don't need anything else. Just to need what the function is. The function will be executed. But you remember that when we need to execute the function which is available inside of the class, we should not write only class name. Along with the class name, we require one more component called object. Along with the class name, we require one more component called object. So, what is an object? What is an object and why do we require this object? I'll give you simple definition as well as why we require this object. So first of all, object is nothing but it is an instance of class we can say. Object is nothing but it is an instance of class. That means you can say that is one property of the class, one of the property of the class. And now what is it? What is the use of the object? For example, in JavaScript, you are writing some class names. Class names containing some contains the instance function, like that in a single class there are some multiple functions. Whenever you are writing some multiple functions, out of multiple functions, at least one function cannot be executed automatically. Each and every function from the class require object to execute. Without creating the object from the class, you cannot access, you cannot execute at least single operation. So, how much bigger class you are writing is not at all matters. In order to execute that class definition, are you creating at least one object or not? In order to execute that class definition, are you creating at least one object or not? For like that. So whenever we write, we need to create an object. You can create any number of objects, depends upon your program. That will not give you any particular problem. Just like how a single lock will contain multiple keys, a single lock will contain multiple keys. A single class can contain any number of objects. So in such a way, we can create any number of objects. By using objects, we can access this particular class definition. So even object is nothing but instance of class. In order to access the class, definitely we require the object. So you can create any number of objects, no problem